today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
35-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Mario Davis on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Harris returning. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
36-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for nothing on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Number 41.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Jermaine Carter on the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Take it at the 37. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was tackled.
Now Stevens. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Stevens setting up to throw it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
He's a gain of 11.
On 3rd down, Stevens. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete.
Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
For the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes them hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
The tackle made at the 44.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. That's to his running back, complete.
Breeze pass. Complete to Alvin Kamara.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 20.
Carolina getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
It's a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
24-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
6-yard line.
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
17-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Complete.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
It's 2nd and inches. At the
Back to the ground. It's Kamara.
That's good.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Makes the score Saints.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Security eluded him. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Throwing now is Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've been faced with a tough test today here. Crowd's been really good. They're struggling. He's struggling. We'll see if they can pick things up.
And the crowd has had an impact, and they feel good about that because he's not playing very well. Not getting the ball to the right places, not doing things he normally does. He's got to find a way to turn it around against this hostile group.
Yeah, because on the road, don't you lift your quarterback into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
On 1st and 10, Stevens. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Going play action with Stevens. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Breeze to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Breeze. It's caught to the right side of Smith. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 7 yards, the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 7.
Throwing is Stevens. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Throwing after the interception. Stevens. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Stevens.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stevens. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 29-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The tackle.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
To play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Carolina getting set to take the field. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints.
Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
The carry for Carolina.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Breeze to throw again. His pass caught with the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost
gets the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevens. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Christian McCaffrey.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Really good stop there by David Onyemata. Very productive player for the New Orleans Saints. And how about this for a value pick? 4th rounder back in 2016.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevens. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Stevens pass. Complete to Ian Thomas.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner. Johnson with a pick. The utter dominance
domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
To the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
K1 short on
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 32.
He's tackled at
the Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
6-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Kamara.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And it's incomplete.
Breeze.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
1 yard.
Greer looks to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Panther first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Greer operating from the gun. And he fires one incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Greer. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Greer gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First down, Greer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he returns it out just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit,